Shopping has always been a common pastime for the British public. However, with the incline of technology and online shopping, the high street seems to have taken a big hit. Many places have seemed to be closing down, relocating, or moving completely online. It was reported that during 2018, 4,000 shops were opened on the British high street. However, 5,800 shops were also closed. Could this be the start of the end for the high street? And is the high street in decline? A BBC article stated that in the first half of 2018, 2,692 stores had closures, compared to only 1,569 stores opening, meaning that overall 1,123 shops disappeared from Britain's high streets. The high street in the northeast of Britain took the biggest hit, with a net decline of 17 stores. The other region which seems to be suffering the most is the East Midlands, which have had a 2.7 decrease in shop openings. 2018 also saw the closure of many shops in Leicester, such as Irish Menswear, Toys R Us, Palm World, Crawshaws, Burketex Bride, and many more.
It's a bit scruffy, but it is very social. There's a lot of people here.
I was upset at Phoenix shutting down the shop on Market Street on the corner.
The biggest retail closures have been from the fashion industry. This was closely followed by pubs, electrical goods stores, Italian restaurants, charity shops, and many more. In 2018, the closure of the Nisa supermarket resulted in 6 empty units. That is 6 out of 34 total units along a 200-yard stretch of Leicestershire's city centre high street. Recently, one of the UK's biggest grocery shops has started a series of cutbacks. Our insider employee, who wishes to remain anonymous, has intel on the situation.
I do my grocery shopping online. I think it is in decline because internet shopping is the next generation. Yeah, there has been a decrease in sales, but we've budgeted towards this and allocated it. We haven't really lost any customers though, because they've just moved to the online platform instead.
I do most of my shopping online, except for like groceries. I like to do that in person, or like clothing, so I can test out in the store.
I do most of the shopping online, yeah.
Online shopping has a damaging effect to our high street, and these effects are only just becoming clear. We simply do not need so much shopping space anymore, and it is estimated that 40% of the total retail floor space that we've got is going to be made redundant.
Areas are being shut down because they're not being viable anymore. People want more convenient food, such as pre-packed ham, instead of going to a butcher's and getting the food there and then.
It has now been released that about 9,000 workers will be impacted by the cutbacks. 90 stores will be closing their fresh food counters, and in some stores, counters will only be open during peak times.
People have to work less hours, and some people may even be made redundant.
Please continue scanning.
Deli counter, hot chicken counter, their hours are being reduced. The butcher and fish counter both have to close down. The stock control, their hours have to be reduced, so it's not just affecting one area, it's everywhere. All their hours have to be reduced. People are shopping online because it's more convenient. People are busier these days with work life, social life, and they just don't want to come to the grocery store to wait in queues. But our online shop's thriving. We only know what we know because of leaks. They haven't finished their plan yet, so we only really know half the story.
It's transforming. There are areas that are declining.
The way the shops need to present themselves, they need to be more sophisticated, I guess.
I agree with the decisions made in the business since the new CEO has taken over. I think people don't use those areas anymore. I think shutting these areas will save money for the company and is a way forward to ensure the store remains successful and profitable.
When a big shop closes, it is less likely than ever to be redeveloped into another big shop. For example, some BHS units were broken up and redeveloped, not into other shops, but into other things, such as offices, gyms, cafes, and restaurants.
If you're not careful, a lot of online shopping is going to cause a lot of shops to shut down, I think. In future, the way it's going with online shopping, it's all happened so quickly.
The shops that you get online, you should be able to access on the streets, are like Pretty Little Thing and ASOS.
Now that we can buy things online from our desks and our sofas, going shopping may become an endangered activity. So what is going to happen to our shopping centres and our high street if and when they close down? Are these cutbacks a result of more frequent online shopping? Will the high street soon be a thing of the past? Or will the high street find a way to adapt and thrive in this digital world?